Welcome back to the tutorial. Let's continue digging into the NSCollectionView with the label APIs introduced in 2015. If you are a Coca app developer, you may have the iTunes account already. Checking out the section about NSCollectionView can get you a lot of very detailed information. However, the downside for that is one, it is using Objective-C with the example provided, and two, it focuses on implementing the custom layout without talking much about the default flow layout and grid layout. Wow, we are using flow layout right now, so maybe you can check for some attributes about flow layout. Many people ask on the internet, can they adjust the size of the flow layout, say in a dynamic way? However, from the current implementation of the flow layout, it expects you to use the same size for every item. Right now, I'm setting the item size with this width and height. Say I can change it. Then the layout would change accordingly. And if I adjust the size of the window, it will flow accordingly as well. Right now it's flowing vertically. If I change to horizontal here, it will now flow horizontally. So depending on your need. Basically, the collection view is most likely at applying to the Finder or photo collection or things like that. Just in case maybe you are working on a mind map-like application that you want to set those collection items in different places of the whole application of your view or your window, then maybe collection view is also a good choice. It is not clear to see how big each item is. Of course, as introduced, we can use the call hierarchy to check. However, running this call hierarchy every time may be quite slow in debugging your application. How about let's go and set some background colors to both the collection view and each collection view item. So first of all, collection view, what we could do is go back to the view controller containing the controller view. Possibly we can just link up the collection view here and the view controller first by having the collection view variable showing up so that we can access the collection view directly. Say we could do it in the view did no method and set the background colors. As you can see, it is a S, it ends with an S, it's an array. And to set it, we'll set it with an array and then set the color, say gray color. So NSCollectionView in 2015 is layer back by default, so we don't need to set something like collectionView.once layer equal yes equal true or things like that. It will just work. So let's run and take a look. So it is displaying the gray color at the moment without setting once layer equals to true. From the documentation, it said that the array of color will be used to draw the background grid. There is not much detail about why it is an array though, and what it will happen after setting multiple color. Say if I just set one more color in the array, it will just show the first one like this. So for now, we'll just keep it simple and set one color only. Then we can go to set the collection view item. this is the lib file for the collection view item, and right now we have just a label in it. Unlike the collection view, in order to set the background color, we need to use the CA layer background color to set it, and that also means we need to set the walls layer to true in this case. So let's start with it. It is a UI, excuse me, it's an NS view here, so we can access the NS view dot walls layer equals to true, and then set the view dot layer dot background color equals to NS color, maybe red color dot CG color. CA layer use CG color instead of the NS color, so we need to convert the any NS color to CG color by simply adding .cg color. Now, if I run the application, it shows it like this. For instance, maybe the item is too big while I want more spaces between items. I can go back to the storyboard. Say I could set some spacing for them. In fact, I don't need that much item size, so maybe give it back to 100. And then the spacing for items, I could do like 50 here, and then for the lines, 20 for now. So it will now show like this. Since I'm using the horizontal flow layout, so it serves the column here as the line, and well, excuse me, it should be yeah. So each column is a line, so between lines is 20 here, and between item is 50. Let's just switch the scroll direction and see what's different. It's just like a matrix flipping towards vertically. For instance, maybe it is too near the border. I want some spacing around there. We can do this through the section inset. Say I would like to have some more top margin and bottom one, but less for the left and right. I will simply modify the values here. So feel free to play around with those values, and they are the core attributes of the flow layout. So I want to show you one more thing today, which is about the selection and highlight. So for instance, if I look at the collection view now, it is not selectable. I couldn't just like the finder drag a square overlay and then select the item. In order to do that, I will need to change some attribute of the collection view. So let's go to the collection view. Scroll down, there is a selection section here. We need to choose selectable. The second item here is allowing empty selection, basically no selection at all. And I could check this for multiple selection as well. So now I could select from the spacing towards the items. That's why we would like to have some spacing around. We won't be able to select starting within the item. We select from the space across multiple items. but seems like it is not really selecting yet. We don't know whether it is selected internally, nor having color change or some view changes to reflect the selection. So that's what we are going to implement right now. Switch to the code again. First of all, we want to programmatically knowing which item is selected. We could do this through protocol method in the NSCollectionView delegate. So I would like to extend here with the NSCollectionView delegate. There is a method called CollectionView deselect items at index paths. Since we are using the allows multiple selection, it will return in a set of index path showing that which item we have selected. We could simply print the index paths here. While we are using the delegate method, we need to point the CollectionView delegate to this view controller. Run the application again. Now if I select and release, while my select currently drag across two items, it will show two index path here as a set. If I just select one, then it will just have one index path in it. There are some other useful delegate method here. Say in contrast to the deselect, there is the deselect. So just pick the one you like. But now I know it is kind of being selected, but it is not showing up. We want to change a little bit on the color of the item. So first of all, we need to check out the CollectionView item. We'll need the file here. NSCollectionView item actually has some attributes in it, including the selected, which is not there. And there is a new attribute in Capitan that's introduced in the new API, which is the HighlightState. There are 4 states in it. We can check out here. None is it is not highlighting. For selection is being selected. For deselection is going away. And as a drop target, it would be just like a folder in the Finder that you could drag an item to the folder, so that item becomes as a drop target. And for now, we'll focus on the first 3. What we want to do is to change in different colors. So within our image CollectionView item, we would need to first override the selected boolean, because we are going to update the color from here. Update color is a function we are going to define. What we want to do, it should be a deset. What we want to do is after selected has been set, it will update the color. But we should also set to the super property as well. So we just super.selected equal to the current selected. We make sure the selected value change is populating up to the chain to let the system knowing about its current state. And in the update color, we could do a switch HighlightState Since HighlightState is defined as a enum, we could use switch HighlightState and then do the case dot none case dot for selection, case dot for deselection, and then we will omit the rest of the other state. We could base on the current state to decide what color to show in the for the item. But we have to use the highlight state together with the selected boolean. So say for example, if it is now selected and it is in a state of selection, I want to change the color to, for example, green. So what I could do is to make sure it is now a selected state. For selection, I will just change the color, the background color to, did I say green? CG color like this. If it is not selected anymore, I will just change it back to red color. Possibly I can change to red color for both none and for selection state, like this. Also, if it is not selected anymore, I would want to change the color to red as well, like this. Should be selection here. Alright, let's give it a try. So if I select, it is not selected right now, so it does nothing. But if I release, it becomes selected, and it is for selection state, so it becomes green in color. So if I do it like this, both become green. If I click outside, it deselect, so it goes back to the original color. So basically, you can play around with the combination of selected and highlight state to provide different kinds of views, like setting the border color, setting the background color, or setting some overlay or whatever. That's it for today. It's quite long already, and we are going to look at other layout tomorrow. See you.